Adam Nip here with Mayor Pat Sobeski for an edition of Webchat with the Mayor here. And Pat, we've got a meeting coming up this week, and we are going to see for the first time the 2014 operating budget. Do you have a percentage that you can give us this morning?
No, we're going to keep it a surprise. We're also announcing Santa Claus parade winners that day too, so it'll be a surprise. But no, the Patrice Hilderly and David Creary will be making a presentation to council, an overview of the operating budget. We've already put to bed the capital budget. And so the budget will be broken down into what's the base budget to carry the same level of services forward into the next year. And then at Woodstock City Council, then each other additional line item is added in. And so council then has to make an individual decision on each of those. So that budget presentation will be made. I know, for example, the big surprise this year will be that we anticipate having to take back the Capitol Theatre property. And while we've been putting money away into reserves, we probably have to put away another $350,000–400,000 to take back that property and cover the loss. So council could kick that decision down the road to other councils, but you have to deal with the cards that you're dealt. So I know that will be part of the budget. But on Thursday will be the presentation of the draft numbers.
Talking about the Capitol Theatre, what is the city going to take in terms of a loss on the tax arrears on that property? Well,
probably the amount of taxes that are in arrears, but certainly the cost of the demolition was the big thing. So we're probably into about $600,000 to $650,000 will be the loss. And if we were to turn around and sell that lot, the lot's probably worth $60,000 to $75,000. So it's a kick in the teeth, a kick in the shins. Yeah.
Is that a property that you see the city keeping and developing or doing something with down the road, or is it something that you'll look to sell?
Well, again, it's wide open, so we'll see what comes along. If someone comes along with a great idea that says, "Look, this is what I'm prepared to build. Sell it to me for $1," we'll take a look at anything that takes place. It really presents an issue that a lot of municipalities have. You had an old building that you couldn't get into inspect. The roof ended up collapsing. The owner didn't have the money. It was going to fall under the street. And so a lot of municipalities are struggling with old buildings like that are vacant. And how can the municipality sort of protect it and get in there earlier with maybe work orders for the owners to bring the buildings up to some sort of standards. So it's unfortunate that it happens, but it's what happens when you have a downtown and you do have older buildings that are vacant.
Yeah, especially unfortunate given the history of that building, the Capitol Theatre. Also at City Council this week, Pat, you're going to be dealing with some potential changes to garbage and recycling routes, and this is something where more information will be coming out to the public.
That's right. They've taken a look at the workload, and there are certain shifts in picking up garbage and the recycling where they're done. The shift is done earlier in the day. There's others that, especially on the Friday garbage and recycling run, where the evening crew is having to come in sometimes and finish up. So what they're doing is they'll be recommending changing the routes. So there's the Friday garbage will be changed, and then there's 3 recycling changes that will take place. The map will be presented Thursday at council, but when council approves the changes, then those individual homeowners that will be impacted, they'll receive their own individual notice as to what day recycling and garbage will be picked up at their house.
No, it's good because it's kind of confusing, all the different changes being made. And another thing that council will be voting on, whether or not to allow cab companies to increase their fares by $1.
That's right. The industry approached the city staff and asked for a $1 increase. They last received an increase back, I believe, in 2010.
It's been a while.
So it's been a while. The cost of gas has gone up 12 or 13% in that time during the review. And so the dollar increase really represents if they had come to council each year and got a 3% increase. So they want to do that. We also have then the issue of the zones that they have in the city. And so they are coming back later in the year to talk about potential changes in the zones. But at that point in time, city staff has indicated to the industry that we'd also like to have the discussion on the introduction of meters into the system. So, but that's another shoe that will drop later in the year.
Okay, very good. So no details on the percentage number for the operating budget gives us reason to tune in to Woodstock City Council on Thursday night, right, Pat?
That's right.
All right, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.